Hey, what is going on, guys? It's the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And so I said in the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl that I would be coming up with a top 10 list um, for Nickelodeon licensed characters. I mean, I'm gonna make this actually as I was coming up with this video. I'm gonna actually do this as a two-part video for two separate top 10 lists. The first one, which will be today in this video, will be a top 10 of Nickelodeon characters on my wish list. And then the next video will be on Nickelodeon characters that were on Nickelodeon's channel but aren't actually owned by Nickelodeon. Shows that weren't actually owned by Nickelodeon, but they aired on Nickelodeon's channel. But for this top 10 list, we're going to focus on shows that are legitimately owned by Nickelodeon, or characters that are legitimately owned by Nickelodeon. And also, another thing about this is characters that are not confirmed, but have been leaked to being on the cover, as you can see here, that we know for sure are going to be there. There's some that are still kind of question marks from the cover. Like we said, we're not sure about a couple of the characters on the cover, but there are pretty much some on the cover that were not confirmed in the original trailer, but are basically confirmed with the leaked cover. So, that being Aang, Korra, Cat Dog. I think Danny Phantom was confirmed in the trailer. Power Toast Man. I think those were the ones that were, like, not confirmed. So, these guys are obviously going to be in the game. So, yeah. Oh yeah, Ren and Stimpy as well. They were not confirmed yet, but they're on the cover as well. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm not going to have them on. But point being is that those characters that have been pretty much been distinguished in this leaked cover of the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, I'm not going to even bother listing on here because they will be in the games. That's basically the point. So they will not be a factor into this list. So for number 10, and also I should take into account too for this the top 10 Nickelodeon licensed characters, because I mean that's kind of the rules. They gotta have to be Nickelodeon, or they had to have aired on Nickelodeon station. That's what one of the people had said as well, but I don't necessarily think that's going to be factored in to shows that actually aired on Nickelodeon that aren't actually owned by Nickelodeon. I don't think that's going to be factored in, but we will have a separate top 10 wish list for that as well. But I kind of wanted to focus on specific Nickelodeon characters that are legitimately owned by Viacom, Viacom being the parent company to Nickelodeon. Yeah, here we go. So for the top 10 for this pure Nickelodeon characters, we have number 10, we have the Crimson Chin from the Fairly Odd Parents. I mean, this is kind of for number 10, this is kind of self-explanatory. You know, the theme of the show, the theme of this game is basically supposed to be like a Smash Bros type concept, and you know, you need some characters that are going to actually, like, I mean, they're going to like give fake abilities to some of these characters, but you know, I'd like to have more realistic characters that have abilities that won't have to be nerfed to what they actually are. Crimson Chin obviously is a comic book superhero in the Fairly Odd Parents, and it would kind of go into the theme with the whole superhero genre. So I think he'd be a great addition to this game. And I think it would be a really good one to put in. Like I said, like he has abilities within the series anyways, so you wouldn't have to try to come up with like fictional abilities to kind of make him playable to the other people that are in this game. So Crimson Chim I put at number 10 here. For number 9 I got Vicky, Vicky Icky. Anybody doesn't know, I don't know if you can see that cover. So Vicky, Vicky Icky, as we call it. So the reason why I put Vicky into this game is mainly due to the fact that from the confirmed characters as well as the leaked confirmed characters or unconfirmed characters from the cover, there really seems to be a lack of villains in this game. I guess you can count Invader Zim as a villain, and I guess to a certain extent Helga. But I don't really count Helga as a villain, really, from the structure of the show. But I can get why people would think that. But Vicky is an actual villain, and I think they kind of need some villains in this game, because it just seems to be more heroes and main characters, pretty much. So I think Vicky could add something to this game. And there could be a lot of different abilities you can give her, since she's diabolic and whatnot, as the babysitter and whatnot. So that's why I have her at 9 on the Fairly Odd Parents. Coming in at number 8, I have, well, he's in the wrong spot, but yeah, Timmy Turner. I got Timmy Turner. Obviously, you probably would have Cosmo and Wanda, kind of like how Zim has Gur as a support character. I couldn't see you doing Cosmo and Wanda as two separate players. It would just make sense to have him with Timmy from the Fairly Odd Parents. I mean, Fairly Odd Parents, I think, needs to have a little more representation in this because, I mean, it was the second longest show on Nickelodeon until it got canceled a couple of years ago, and it was right up there with status of SpongeBob. And the fact that really nobody from Fairly Odd Parents was actually confirmed kind of shocks me. Yes, there was Danny Phantom, but Danny Phantom got canceled after, like, I think 3 seasons. And while I was a fan of Danny Phantom, don't get me wrong, I'm glad he's in the game. I don't think his character is as important to Nickelodeon as Timmy Turner is. So that kind of surprised me that he was not confirmed over Danny Phantom. Especially the treatment they gave Danny Phantom during its cancellation. Fairly Odd Parents obviously got more love from Nickelodeon for years. So the fact that not really anyone from Fairly Odd Parents is confirmed yet is quite shocking to me. So yeah, I'd put Timmy Turner at number 8. Obviously, if you're going to put him with Cosmo and Wanda, that's pretty much would be his abilities right there, is his fairies. So yeah, pretty easy and realistic to do. So that is the last, by the way, Fairly Odd Parent character on this list, for anybody that's wondering. Since the first 3 were Fairly Odd Parents characters. Let's come in at number 7. We have Prince Zuko. I mean, a lot of different things you can do with the Avatar characters, obviously, because they're kind of in that more action-packed show, rather than just kind of a generic cartoon character. Zuko kind of anti-hero-ish, in the beginning. Obviously becomes more of a hero towards the end. I think this could definitely work. And I think Prince Zuko would definitely be a good addition to that. I'm not sure if there's a cap on how many Avatar, or how many Fairly Odd Parents, or how many Ninja Turtles. There could be, I mean, obviously there could end up being DLCs as well for future releases, but I don't know if they have a specific cap on how many characters from each franchise can be in, but you know, I really feel like characters like from Avatar, Turtles, you know, action type shows should be more represented because it makes more sense for shows like that to be in there. Because it wouldn't be that hard to kind of figure out abilities for them compared to, you know, characters like Hey Arnold or Helga. You know, like they don't really have any powers, so they have to kind of make stuff up. Um, so that's kind of why my list is more reflective of this. Um, but yeah, Zuko at number 7. Number 6, we have April. Now, based on the April O'Neil from Ninja Turtles, obviously. So with the Ninja Turtles, and also, by the way, I'm talking about either the 80s or the 2003 series because anything after that is crap. Um, so, especially the most recent series that they made. But 2012 was decent, but it was not good either. But I'd rather it just be 80s or 2003. But obviously, it seems based on the trailer they're going for 80s, which is okay as well. I think we're going to have Raphael and Donatello in this game because I can't see them not having the 2 other Ninja Turtles in this game. They so far have only Michelangelo and Leonardo. So, again, I don't know how many characters are allowed per franchise, but it just wouldn't make sense if all 4 turtles weren't in there. So I just didn't include them in this list because I just can't see them not doing all 4 turtles. But I think April would be a good addition. There isn't that many females. Like I said, I think there's only a couple females that were confirmed for this game so far. And then obviously there's Korra that has not been confirmed yet, but we know is going to be in the game. So we'll see what happens, but I think April should be in the game. So yeah, that's number 6. Number 5 is kind of more of something that I'm interested in seeing if they're going to do. But there's nothing that stated that they wouldn't do it. So for number 5, I got Josh from Drake and Josh. I doubt this will ever happen due to the recent actions of Drake and his recent arrest. But I wouldn't be me to not include some characters that aren't actually cartoons because Nickelodeon's legacy wasn't just cartoons, it was the live action comedy sitcom shows that they had, and obviously it might be more difficult for likeness because you have to pay for the likeness fees of real people, obviously, but I feel like characters like Josh or Miranda as iCarly or as Megan should be included. If they're okay with it. Obviously, iCarly is currently airing right now on Paramount, the continuation. So I think it'd be a really good time to put her in there if they can't get Josh. That would be kind of like an honorable mention is having Carly Shay in there, Miranda Cosgrove. But I would like to see this. I doubt this will happen, but again, this is my wish list, so that's why I'm putting there. Like I said, I don't think this will ever happen, but this is just my take on it. I think it would be really cool to at least have someone from one of the sitcom shows to be in it. They never said it had to just be cartoons that are in the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawls, so I'm really hoping that they consider possibly having some of the live-action sitcom characters from Nickelodeon's past as well. So yeah, that's number 5. Um, Number 4, we got Casey Jones, either 80s or 2003. Again, another good character that I think could fit into this whole Smash Bros. Theme. You know, he's got his hockey weapons, his hockey mask. Characters like these are easier to figure out because obviously they already kind of have, they're meant to fight in their show and they have their abilities and stuff, whatnot. So I think it would make more sense to have characters like these rather than characters that don't have actual abilities in their show to be in this. So that's kind of where my line of thinking is with this list as well. So that's my number 4 pick on my wish list. For number 3, we got Katara. Again, if you got Aang and Korra, you got to have Team Avatar in there. So Katara, and again, another female character. I think it would be really cool, kind of balance it out a little bit because I don't think as many female characters were announced. I think Helga and one of the characters from the newer shows, right? Lucy, Lori, or whatever. I'd never even heard of that show, but Lucy Loud or whatever her name is. So, like I said, so far they only have 2 confirmed, and then they'll Korra obviously will be 3. So I think we should balance it out, get a little more female characters in there as well. We don't know if there's gonna have any more DLCs, so we have to also consider that as a possibility. There probably will be DLCs coming out with this. And we don't know who the voice actor, like if they're going to actually get the actual canonized voice actors for each of these shows, which would be quite interesting as well. So, yeah, that's why I got Katara at 3. Coming in at number 2 is a personal favorite of mine, and if any live action character absolutely deserves to be in this game, it's this man right here. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Ed from Good Burger. Come on. Everybody knows Ed. His character is iconic with Nickelodeon. All that skit. Only all that skit to actually get his own movie. Nickelodeon movie, which I own, by the way. And I got it signed by Kel Mitchell as well when I met him back in 2016. Dude, I would, if he would be the only live action character to be in there, I'd be satisfied. I'd be totally sold in this game because, Good Burger is so iconic. You can literally have him, having powers with the ketchup and the mustard, or, him throwing, the Good Burger patties and whatnot. But you gotta get Cal Mitchell in this game as Ed. You gotta get him in this game, man. This is a must, okay? This is a must. Any fictional live action character that deserves to be in this game, alright, it's Ed. It is Ed, okay? This guy, the Ed character is iconic. The Good Burger Ed character is iconic. And I need him in this game so badly. I need him in this game. I don't care what they give him burgers as his ability, give him the ability to throw burgers, give him the ability to shoot ketchup and mustard, throw the pickles. I don't care. They need Ed in this goddamn game. I want to play as Ed. I want to play as Ed in this game. That would be the best thing ever to play as. So yeah, welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Oh my god, I need it. We need a sequel too of the movie. We need a sequel of Good Burger, the movie 2. We need. We've been asking that for years, but nothing's happened. We need that so badly, man. Come on now. You got to get that going. You got Nickelodeon, you're having all these, continuation series. You got to get on with the movie. You got to get on with a Good Burger Ed movie, reunion. So that's my number 2. Number 1, what could possibly beat out Ed? It's none other than the Blind Bandit, Toph Beifong, is number 1. Like, come on. We gotta have Toph in this. Like, Toph is made for a game like this. Okay? Toph is made for a game. That's why Toph slightly beats out Ed here. Because Toph is made for this game. The Blind Bandit is made for this game. She literally debuted as, in Rumble 6, guys. Come on now. Like, this is, like Toph is made for a game like this. Like, you gotta have Toph. Like, any other Avatar character besides Korra and Aang are in this game. It's gotta be Toph. Toph Beifong needs to be in this game. Like, straight up. Like I said, Toph and Ed are the 2 that I really want in this game. Like, out of everyone. If I could only get 2 people, it would be Toph and Ed. Because, Toph being the character I'd probably play as, like, most of the time, and then Ed being the character that I'd play for, comedic reasons. Having Ed have the voiceover, that would be also awesome, too, if he did the intro as well. But we need to get Toph in there. Like, Toph Beifong, like, takes the championship of this whole game. Like, yeah, guys. So that's my top 10. But yeah, again, Toph Beifong for the win, taking down Twinkle Toes, for real, if she's in this game. So yeah, guys, that's my list. Like I said, 10, Crimson Chin. 9, Vicky Icky. Timmy, 8. Zuko, 7. 6, April. 5, Josh. Or actually, it's Josh Nichols, I should say, too, because that was his name in Drake and Josh, not his actual name. For anybody that doesn't know, his name is Josh Nichols in the actual Drake and Josh show. Josh Peck is his actual, like, real name, acting name, so I should correct that. But everyone probably knows that by now that's watching this. 4, Casey Jones. 3, Katara. 2, welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Ed from Good Burger. And then Toph Beifong coming in at the top of the list, number 1. So this is the long-awaited Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl Nickelodeon licensed characters wish list. Like I said, I'm probably going to now do next time a top 10 unlicensed Nickelodeon wish list of characters that aired on Nickelodeon stations, but Nickelodeon doesn't actually own the characters, because there actually are more than people know, that people actually know of. So yeah, guys, so look out for that for part 2. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know what your wish list is. Do you guys like my list? Do you guys agree? What do you guys think? Comment, rate. If you like to film my videos, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell for all the latest content. Make sure you are still subscribed if you are a subscriber, because YouTube's unsubscribing people. And again, bell, notification, links in the description for the Discords and all that stuff. And yeah, that is about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku Modric. Peace!